Alright, good people, you're welcome to my channel. I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. Welcome to my channel where I always dissect information as far as migrating to Canada. Are you planning on migrating to Canada from any part of the world? You have any concern? On this channel, I try as much as possible to give you the update of how you can go about it. Alright, I received many questions, many concerns on my channel regarding various questions as far as Canada immigration is concerned. I try as much as possible to answer some of these questions, but at the same time, I'm human. Sometimes I'm unable to answer some of these questions. So on today's episode, it's more of like a question and answer. So some of your questions, I'll be trying as much as possible to answer them. So you want to stay tuned and go on tight while I dissect some of your questions. Don't forget I think about this segment where I always drop a dip, it hits you out and you think about it. All right, a quick disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a consultant. I'm just doing this out of my own volition. So if you want to make your own immigration decision, feel free to do that. But I can only guide you with information.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So the first question I'll be addressing today came from Miriam Ray. And the question was, hi, thanks for this video. I want to ask a question. Please, I have an uncle in Ontario, but we don't bear the same surname. Do you think that might hinder, or he can go ahead to proving us being related? So, if I get this straight, you said you have an uncle, but you guys don't go by the same surname. That's actually strange to me, because if it were to be a woman, I know probably because she got married, she changed her name. But uncle this time around, and you don't go by the same surname. Well, I don't really know much into what you meant by that. But in as far as you can substantiate the relationship that exists between you and your uncle with documents proving that you are blood related, okay, then you can get the additional 15 points apportioned to related family as far as express entry is concerned in Canada. So what I will just tell you is that if you have a document to prove the relationship, the ties, that the person is actually your uncle and you are truly related by blood, then I'm so sure that you will get your 15 points and that might increase your CRS points. The second question I'll be addressing today came from Andam Mohammed. He said, I want to believe it's an E, you really need to help us with accommodation fees, please. I am on this university already. Please, accommodation is relevant after tuition fees. Thanks. Yes, I know accommodation cannot be overemphasized. As far as migrating to Canada is concerned on study permit, after you must have paid your tuition fee, the next thing that probably will take a huge sum from you is your accommodation. And I've done some videos in the past. Maybe you want to check my archives. I've done a particular video on what are the 7 things that you need to do on your first week or on your arrival in Canada, and accommodation was one of the things I emphasized on. So what you need to do is that probably before you land in Canada, you need to liaise with somebody here in Canada to help you out in sorting your accommodation. You might actually, in my own situation, before I came in, I had a friend, I sent him a particular sum of money and he helped me to get accommodation. That was what I did. So when I came in, it was very easy for me. I just moved into my rented apartment. So if you can do that, that would be nice. In another situation, if you can't do that, you can actually, for your first 2-3 days, you can actually put up with a friend if you have, or you lodge in an hotel while you go on search for accommodation. And places, it's very easy to get accommodation. It's not so hard. You can get, if you don't get an accommodation in the school you're residing, and what I'm saying is on campus, you can get off campus. And there are so many websites I'll be linking in this video, like Kijiji, Rent a Home, where you can rent houses and it will be nice for you accommodation wise. Temitokpe Elijah posted 2 questions. He or she probably said, hello MC, I have 2 questions for you, sir. If I'm getting a visiting visa to Canada, when I'm asked how many days I'm planning to stay, what should I tell them? Secondly, if I get a visiting visa and I have been allowed to enter Canada, what can I do to make a PR? I will be glad if you can answer my question. Okay, so the first question was that when you're applying for a visiting visa, how many days should you stipulate that you want to come in for? So that depends on what you're actually coming in for. If you're coming in for visits, for a conference, or to see a friend or a family, how many days are you coming in? So you need to figure out that yourself. And that would determine, in most cases, when you apply for a visitor's visa for the first time, Canada immigration, from my own experience, I'm not saying this is the way it is always like. So they always give, for the first time, they give like 1 year. I've seen situations whereby they give someone 5 years anyway. So they give you the 1 year. After that, you can actually apply for renewal. So when you're applying, immediately you're applying, you need to stipulate how many days. So it could be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But just know definitely that when you come in on visitor's visa, you cannot exceed 6 months. Within 6 months, you need to leave Canada. You can't go beyond 6 months. So you need to consider that when you're applying for your visitor's visa. And secondly, you said, how can you convert your visitor's visa to PR? Well, to be sincere with you, I don't see any correlation in how you can convert your visitor's visa to permanent resident when you are in Canada. The only thing you can do is this. When you're here on visit, you can actually apply for study permits, which in some cases they always say, oh, go back to your home country to go and apply. But I've seen 1 or 2 people that actually apply for study permit while they are here on visit and they got it. So you might want to apply for study permit while you are in Canada. Or another thing again you can do is to improve your CRS is doing IELTS or CELPIP English test exam while you are in Canada, just to increase your CRS point. Don't forget that you cannot work while you are on visitor's visa in Canada. It is prohibited. So the next question came from Yewande Daniel. She said, can you share the approved DLI schools with me as well as a genuine agent? Thanks. So so DLI simply means designated learning institution. Don't forget, in my previous video I already said that not all institutions in Canada are designated that you can come in to study and after that you get your work permit. Don't get it twisted, guys. There are some schools that are not designated, so if you go to such schools and you do your study, you attended schools there for your study, when you apply for your postgraduate work permit, you will not be given. So any school you want to attend in Canada, you need to ensure that it's on a designated learning institution. So in answering your question, Jewande, if you look at this video and some of the video I've done in the past, I linked in the description some of the designated learning institution. But in this video again, I'll be linking it so you can actually check it to see the designated learning institutions and see actually whether the school that you want to come into in Canada is on the designated learning institution list. And also you asked me about agent. So Jenny agent, you said, I can only tell you about the agent I used when I came into Canada. So I'll be sharing the website of the agent, the information of the agent. I'll be sharing it in this video too. But no, there's this caveat. I'm not saying 100% that this agent is going to land you in Canada. She will guide you. That is the only thing. The way she guided me, she will guide you too. She will tell you to, but that doesn't mean 100% that it is sure that you will be in Canada. It's just a trial. I'm just trying to give you that caveat. Patience Inze, your question was, please, can ICANN certificates improve your CRS point? Yes, this person is actually sending this message. ICANN is one of the exams, accountants. It's like a certification exam that are done by those that are in the accounting field in Nigeria. As far as I know, and as of the last time I checked, ICANN and some of this certification exam does not in any way increase your CRS points. So that is a no-no. ICANN does not improve your CRS point. Okay, let me go to my Facebook page. Here's another question from Mark Prince. He said, can international students also apply through Ontario College site of 5 colleges with application fee of $95 without paying any application fee for the same 5 colleges again? So my answer to this is pretty straightforward. As an international student, if you want to study in Canada, Ontario to be precise, you don't need to go through Ontario College. Ontario College is only meant for those that are in Canada. It's an avenue for them to go through that, to pick like 3 colleges that they want to go to, and they pay the application fee. And once they pay the application fee, that is simply it. They don't have to pay to 3 different schools. Once they pay through the Ontario College, that is it. But as an international student, if you're outside Canada, you just go to the school's website directly and you apply as an international student. So you don't have to go through Ontario College. I hope that answers your question. Snow Lord, your question was, can my tie back home be my siblings and parents? No. Your parents, your siblings cannot be your tiles as far as when you want to apply for study permit or visitors permit in Canada. Those are far away from it. Don't forget, in the video I said your ties could be, if you have a job back home, if you have a very good job back home and you have a letter from your company saying that, okay, you just want to go into Canada to go study and you'll be coming back to the company, a letterhead written and signed by HR of your company, that could be a tile. If you have a family, you have a wife, you have your children at home, and only you are coming to Canada to study, that is another tile. But when you talk about your parents, your siblings, they are far from it. Those cannot serve as tile as far as coming to Canada to study or on a visit. My next question is from Amaka Ikejuba. She said, can I collect my transcript from my school and send it to West myself? Yes, you can. West actually gives you room to collect your transcript by hand and send it to West by yourself. But the only thing you need to be careful of is that when you get your West by yourself, you need to make sure that it is the way it was given to you by the institution, sealed, signed. You do not open it, because the moment you open it, they see it has been adulterated and it is not recognized. So you have to be very careful. You can receive it by hand by yourself, go to the courier center and send it, but you need to know that you don't have to tamper with it, because once it is tampered with, it is not recognized by West. Christina Okwehane said, good day, really want to appreciate you for the great job you're doing. I got to know about Humble College through your video and I've been offered an admission. Please, can you assist with an agent contact in Nigeria who will help me with the visa process? My email is... Okay, so yes, just like I said initially when I answered one or two questions a few minutes ago, in this video, I will be sharing with you the agent I used then. I'll be sharing a contact with you. Once again, the caveat is that automatically it doesn't mean that she's going to bring you into Canada. She's just going to guide you through it, ask you for everything, and we still need to be prayerful about it. So, but I'm going to share it in this video, the name and the contact of my agent, so you can actually reach out to. The next question I'll be answering came from Elegbele Sheun Sunday, and he said, thanks bro for this info. I just found your channel. How much was your school fees and then and now? So when I came into Canada like 5 years ago to study project management, I paid 12,800 Canadian dollars. But now, as of 2019, I can state categorically without mincing words that to study project management, averagely in any school in Canada, you'll be looking at 15,500 Canadian dollars. So I've discovered over time that it keeps increasing year in, year out, session by session, it keeps increasing. If you want to wait till next year, it might have increased again. So those are the sacrifices that we have to pay as an international student. Okay, this is how much I'll be going today. I hope I've been able to answer some of your question and concern. If you feel you still have any question, you have any concern that have not been addressed, whenever I drop a video, drop it in the comment section in the YouTube video. If you can also go to my social media page, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I revert back as soon as I can. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit the likes button? If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscription button right here and share this video with your loved one, with your friends, with everybody. All right, that ushers me to think about it. There are no stupid questions. If you have any question, if you have any concern, ask me. I'll try as much as possible to do my own research. If I don't know it, do research just to answer you. Okay, there are no stupid questions. So try as much as possible to hit me up and I will revert back to you as soon as possible. And that will be a wrap on today's episode of Canada Immigration with MC Bernardino. Till I come back to you guys, I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. Peace out. Stay out of crime. One love.